Hello, I wanted to talk today about our process and how we write climactic scenes, particularly in horror or supernatural fiction, which is my genre. I'm not sure if it would work particularly in terms of writing in a more Edwardian, M.R. Jamesian kind of style, but it's certainly relevant to a more contemporary modern way of writing. I find when I'm in deep flow state and it's just, the words are just coming out and you're really on your game and everything is just going perfectly, that I use "and" a lot. And that's not to say this happened and then that happened and then that happened. I mean it in terms of, well, just using it as a conjunction, adding clauses. Because what it does when I'm reading it is stymie the sense of dread, this rising tension. What it does is overcomplicate it. What it does is have this psychological impact, I suppose it's psychological, where it takes away the sense of palpitation, the sense of apprehension, because the use of small clauses and short sentences can really give that sense. It's almost like a physical / mental aesthetic. I'm a dance teacher in my muggle job, so these things in terms of dynamics really stand out for me. You might not see the correlation between dance and writing, but I became a writer because of dance, and the style of dance is irrelevant. I also am passionate about flash fiction, microfiction, short stories, and I write 75-word stories and 300-word stories, and they're all on this account. You can go down and have a look at them. Some of them are printed, and some of them are, I've done short videos where I'm narrating the story. But in flash fiction, especially if you're subbing to a call out or short stories, often you really have to be frugal with your word count. So in terms of the nuts and bolts of writing and submission, the use of "and" can, it's helpful to be mindful of that. What I would recommend is when you're editing and you're coming to that scene, if you don't do this already, for your entire work in progress, whatever type of, whether you're writing long form or short, read it aloud. Reading aloud will give you a sense of drama, not in terms of your performance, but in terms of the flow of and the use of certain words, but also in terms of your breath. It will give you a sort of a cheat of how that scene reads in the mind, in terms of, have I got that palpitating, because I'm using short clauses, short sentences, and I'm not linking a long Lovecraftian kind of splurge paragraph. It can elevate a passage that you've written that you're so pleased with to just interstellar proportions, and I don't really hear it sort of talked about that much in writing groups or workshops. And when I'm editing my stuff, and the anthology I'm working on at the moment, that's really stood out as an important thing to pay attention to. So good luck with your writing. Please feel free to follow and all those things that you have to say these days on social media. I do have my own website, beanwriting.com, which has all my flash fiction on there. My aesthetic tends to be historical, supernatural fiction, but what I've said relates to any type of fiction. I really believe that. So happy writing, and I will see you soon.